Hey everyone, U.S. immigration lawyer Michael Ashoori here, and in today's video, I'm going to go over 5 important pieces of information that your immigration lawyer needs to know when they're helping you plan for your immigration to the United States. Now, I think you're going to find this video very informative, so let's get started. The very first item that I have listed here is status. And what I mean by status is your immigration lawyer needs to know what your current status is relative to where you are. Are you currently in the United States? Are you currently outside of the United States? If you're in the United States, did you enter with a visa? Or did you enter without inspection? If you entered with a visa, are you currently in valid status? If so, when does that status expire? All of these pieces of information are going to be very important for your immigration lawyer to help you strategize what options you have available to you and what the best plan is for you to ultimately accomplish your immigration goals. Now, the second item that I have listed here is immigration issues. What I mean by immigration issues can be anything from any previous visa denials, any visa revocations, any denials for any sort of immigration benefits that you've applied for in the past. Have you ever been refused entry to the United States? Have you ever overstayed a visa in the past? Have you ever been in immigration court? Have you ever been subject to removal proceedings? Any of that kind of stuff that has to do with any previous immigration issues are very important for your immigration lawyer to know about, because certain immigration issues can make you inadmissible for certain immigration benefits. So it's very important for your immigration lawyer to know these things so that they can ultimately help you best strategize based on your current circumstances. Now, let's move on to the third factor for your immigration lawyer to know about, and that is crimes. Now, similar to immigration issues above, crimes can also have a major impact on what types of immigration benefits you're eligible for. So it's very important for your immigration lawyer to be aware of any previous criminal issues or pending criminal issues that you're currently subject to. Moving on to the fourth important thing for your immigration lawyer to know about, this is children. And what I mean by that is, do you have children that are ultimately going to be included in your case? Now, for many different types of immigration benefits, your children that are under 21 years old and that are unmarried can be included as derivative beneficiaries in your case. They can essentially be included as dependents on your case for various types of cases. For example, if you're applying for a E2 investor visa, you can include your spouse and your unmarried children under 21 years old as part of your application. Now, the reason why it's very important for your immigration lawyer to know about any children that are going to be included in your application is, 1, so that they can actually include them in the application, and 2, so that they can discuss with you a long-term strategy for your children. Because as I mentioned, for various case types, the children can be included in the case if they are unmarried and under 21 years old. So let's say somebody applies for an E2 visa and they want to include their children in the application. And let's say, for sake of this example, one of the children is 20 years old. Well, that child will be eligible to be a dependent on their parents' case until they turn 21 years old. So once they turn 21 years old, they have to have their own independent basis for being in the United States. So it's important for your immigration lawyer to know this at the outset so that they can help you structure a long-term plan. So let's move on to our last factor that we have in today's video, which is other applications. Now, what I mean by other applications is that it's very important for your immigration lawyer to know if there are any other immigration applications that you have filed or that somebody may have filed on your behalf. And I want to just give you one example of why this is important. Let's say that you have an employer in the United States that's sponsoring you for a green card, and they've filed an application on your behalf, and that application is currently pending. Well, if you go to your immigration lawyer and you're going to apply for a certain non-immigrant visa, there are many non-immigrant visas that have a requirement of non-immigrant intent, meaning that to get that visa approved, you need to be able to show that you do not have the intent to immigrate to the United States permanently. Well, it's very important for your immigration lawyer to know that that immigration application has been filed by your employer, so that in the event that they're going to be applying for a non-immigrant visa for you, that they can help you strategize the most appropriate non-immigrant visa for you in light of that immigrant petition that's pending. Because there are non-immigrant visas that have dual intent, meaning that they have intent that permits you to have immigrant intent, and there are non-immigrant intent visas that require you to have non-immigrant intent, meaning that you do not have the intent to become a permanent resident and get your green card. So again, that's why factor number 5 is important. There you have it. In this video, we went over 5 important factors for your immigration lawyer to be aware of when they're helping you strategize your immigration plans. And just to quickly go over them again, at the top, we have status. What is your current immigration status? Are you outside of the United States? Are you inside of the United States? It's very important. 2, we talked about immigration issues and how those can impact what the best options are for you and why those are important for your immigration lawyer to know about. 3, we went to crimes. 4, we talked about children and how it's important to strategize for your children's long-term immigration plans. And lastly, we talked about other applications. So hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, make sure to subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with all the videos that we're putting out. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.